Okay, so now I'm going to talk about how to get your first client. Okay, so everyone asks this question: how do I get my first client? How do I get my first clients? Okay, so if you don't already have your first client, there are many, many different ways that you can actually get it. So, number one is through network. So it's through talking to people. Maybe you have scriptwriter friends that you've made within the community, and they don't write in a certain niche, right? And because you're friends with this other scriptwriter, right, they can refer that specific client to you, and then you can give them a certain percentage of that certain client, right? So eventually, once you're really, really good, you can build your network up like that, and people will start referring you. People will start referring you tons of clients. So number one, you can get clients through your network, right? Okay, but let's say you're just starting out, you have totally no network, right? What do you do? First of all, second of all, you can also build your network, right? It's also really important to start building a network, right? Everyone kind of starts from zero, and you don't really know when your network will bear fruits eventually, right? But you want to always be spending the time, taking the time to plant the seeds, in your network, right? You want to always be making friends. You want to get to know more people, and from there, you can actually, who knows when you'll get a client from it, right? Could be in a month from now, could be 6 months from now, could be 12 months from now, could be 5 years from now, right? But you want to always be thinking about, okay, how can I plant the seed? How can I make it so that we maximize the probability of getting clients from your network? Okay. But network is kind of like a passive thing, right? You can go and talk to friends, you can go and talk to people, you can talk to people, you can talk to other YouTubers within your niche. But if you don't already have a big network, a network is more of a long-term game. How do you get your first client? Okay. So there's a couple ways. Number three will be using Upwork, right? So you can easily create an Upwork profile, do some of your, upload some of your credentials, upload some of your portfolio to channels that you've worked with, and write a bio. And then from there, you can start doing network connection requests, and you can start applying for YouTube script jobs. Upwork is a really good place. I wouldn't recommend Fiverr, but Upwork is a really good place. You can really easily create a profile, and you can create a job post, and people may apply to you, right? Or you can go and apply for certain other job posts, Upwork Upwork is actually a pretty decent place in order to get your first client. So if you're considering creating an Upwork account, I would highly recommend doing that. Okay, and another way to actually get clients is to create a really good Twitter profile. Okay, so one of the things that many people, many YouTubers, one of the platforms that many YouTubers are on is actually Twitter, right, or X right now. So you can actually very easily create a Twitter profile, right, add your portfolio, and you can start messaging creators. Okay, so it's pretty easy to find creators on Twitter who need YouTube script writers, right? You can go to big creators like Noah Morris, or you can go to my profile and you can check the people who are following me. Or you can check the people that I'm following, right? And you can check if they have a YouTube channel, right? You can look at their Twitter username, and you can correspond it to a YouTube user, okay? And from there, you can find people to DM, and you can offer them a free script, right? You can offer them free work, or you can just or you can kind of just pitch them your services. You can tell them, oh, I'm looking for script writing clients, or I've written for all of these channels, right? So Twitter DMs is also a really great way to get clients. Okay, the fifth way is to actually start posting content. Okay, posting content is also more of a long-term thing where you post a lot of really smart things, and people start seeing you, and because they start seeing you, they'll start messaging you, and then they'll want to work with you, right? But just because you post one tweet one day doesn't mean that you'll immediately blow up, right? It's actually takes a really long time in order to get content going. But if you do it, I think it's one of the best investments that you can possibly do in terms of your time, because it is something that can potentially compound and can allow you to get many clients in the future. But posting content is also another really great way in order to get clients. So, but if you were to ask me, what is the one definite way in order to get your first client? The answer is that there is no actual definite way, right? This is like a really crude answer. There's a bunch of many different ways you can potentially do it. Network, right? Check your existing network, right? Build your current network, set up a Twitter profile and start sending DMs. You can start creating content, or you can create an Upwork profile, right? Are any of these right or wrong? No, right? These are all ways that you could potentially do it. But if I were to start out again, and I really wanted to get my first client, assuming I had no network, I would, number one, create an Upwork profile, And number two, I would send Twitter DMs, right? These are the two best things that you can potentially do to get your first client, right? As short as the next 48 hours, right? If you actually sit down and send 100 cold DMs, 100 DMs, you actually write out the script properly, and you also create an Upwork profile, and you actually try to apply, and you apply to other script writing jobs, and you create your own job posts, I 100% guarantee that you will land a client, at the very least within the next month. Okay. And also within this Discord community, there will also be other faceless channels who are looking to, there will also be other faceless channels who are looking to employ script writers. So there'll be job posts that will allow you to potentially find your first client. But yeah, those are all of the ways that I kind of think of getting your very first client on for YouTube scripts.